armor and clothing, many of the mods we cover will have the ability to add physics to them for even better immersion. Here are some of the best armor and clothing mods for Skyrim and how they are installed. For 2024, Studded Heavy Armor, Standalone or Replacer. This mod has two options for us to choose from. You can have it as a standalone armor, which doesn't interfere with others, or you can choose for it to act as a replacer mod for the vanilla steel armor in-game. This would replace the steel cuffed boots, steel Nordic gauntlets, both cuirass options, and both helmet options. This mod doesn't replace the Imperial gauntlets or the steel shin boots. To craft this set, you will need to have the steel smithing perk, of course. This armor is lighter and cheaper to make than the steel set, but won't have the same armor rating because of it. Whether you choose to have it as a standalone or a replacer is entirely up to you. Dma Armor SE. This author has a keen eye for beautiful redesigns of existing armors in-game. The issue with their mods is that they're not always easily obtainable, with some sets being distributed as individual pieces throughout Skyrim. We will be excluding ones with complicated obtainability and focusing on the ones with simple implementation. That's a lot of big words. Dma Armor SE can be found within the Dma ruins across Skyrim, giving you plenty of opportunities to obtain it. But if you are looking for more easily accessible options of this, X2Do has got you covered with their Dma Armor SE patches and fixes mod. With this, you will have the ability to craft it yourself. Sentinel, an equipment overhaul version 2. You may have heard of Sentinel before, but 2024 brings a complete redesign of the mod to provide us with Sentinel 2.0. This incredible overhaul contains many detailed armors across the entire in-game world. All of these can be crafted too, allowing you to explore the variety available without hunting them down. These are also distributed throughout the Skyrim world, adding a new level of immersion to your game. By combining the assets of 10 incredibly skilled designers, all assets and models needed are included in the main file. A massive appreciation to those artists for allowing that. Sentinel uses a mod called Skypatcher, allowing modders to add items to leveled lists, which permits NPCs to have a chance to spawn these items. Skypatcher will be required for this. I will leave a link in the description for it, so ensure this is enabled beforehand. We'll get to that soon. You can definitely tell this is a mod designed with the sole intention of improving our experience overall, with the designers working with the author to provide us an easy to use mod with immense impact on the game. Once you experience this one, it'll become a staple for future builds. Fluted Armor SE. This one is a unique piece, but the entire set is located together. A slightly different style to the existing heavy metal armors in game, but certainly an addition worth adding. The attention to detail is truly incredible. I highly suggest pairing it with X2Do's fluted armor patches, which addresses a few flaws with the original. You will notice the cloth fabric that forms part of this armor, so check out the HDT SMP physics for this armor too, which will allow more fluid movements of the set. Cloaks and capes. There are a few cloaks mods with various standards that certainly have their own following and popularity, with Cloaks of Skyrim and Cloaks and Capes released back at the beginning of Special Edition. 8 years later, with more advances in modding, these begin to show their age. Now you could go with Cloaks of Skyrim, then use Cloaks of Skyrim retextured if you so wish, which will certainly give it an upgrade, but compatibility is still an issue with more modern armors we have today.
Damn Tullius.
For this reason, we're suggesting Cloaks and Capes, as this works well with many other modern popular armor designs. By using this alongside its consistency patch, it forms a well-rounded addition that fits within the rules and lore of the game. If you want to go one step further here too, you can install Artesian Cloaks of Skyrim to allow for HDT SMP physics to be applied to the Cloaks and Capes too. Access to my entire library ad-free.
How much?
I offer a $1 tier on Patreon. Access everything, and whilst supporting the channel. Check it out.
Okay, you've talked me into it.
Silver Armor SE. This stunning set can be crafted in-game provided you have the ebony crafting ability. a highly detailed heavy armor with additional fabric elements to bring it to life. And if you install the HDT SMP mod for this set, it allows the fabric of the armor to move in-game with accurate physics. These small details give your character an overhauled appearance. ESO Breton Knight, a unique armor found in the shipwreck off the coast of Winterhold. This armor is inspired by the Breton hero from the Elder Scrolls Online. Now you have two options to choose from when downloading this mod, so you can decide whether or not you wish to have the HDT SMP physics included or not. The Breton Knight also has an additional file option on the mod page, allowing you to choose between an original set and a weathered set. The weathered set has a more used and worn out feel to it, with tearing on the coat and slightly weaker colours. If you want to use this weathered set, you will need to download it as well as the main mod file. So head off to the wreck of the Pride of Tel Vos, where you will find this set inside a chest. Infantry Armor SE. This contains not only the full set of armor, but a new one-handed sword too. This combination of cloth and metal has a hint of a Colosseum vibe to it, suitable for your character right from the start, without being overly powerful. This armor can be crafted at any forge. Another reason for trying out this armor is the HDT SMP physics mod available for it as well. With the armor having plenty of cloth elements to it, the physics make a great addition. Traveling Mage Armor. For those who are more suited to creating mages over warriors, the Traveling Mage Armor is perfectly in keeping with the theme of Skyrim, with incredible attention to details. Variations of the hood up and down, belts or holsters holding potions and books. This mod also has HDT SMP physics included in the main mod, with 2 files to choose from, allowing you to decide if you wish it to be classed as cloth or light armor. And it's craftable and upgradable in-game. So what about their installation? Installation can be a little confusing for these if you wish to get it working together, so follow carefully as there's a very specific order to how these are installed. You're going to need a couple of framework mods for these. Firstly, faster HDT SMP and its requirements, which we will have installed if following the complete guide. Then Constructible Object Custom Keyword System. And no, I won't be abbreviating that one.
So polite.
Next up, Sky Patcher. With these downloaded, ensure they're enabled by checking the box to the left of the mod name. Now onto our armor mods in this order. Sentinel, Studded Heavy Armor, Dma Armor, Dma Armor Patch by X2Do, Silver Armor, Silver Armor HDT SMP Patch, Silver Armor Patch by X2Do, Silver Armor Patch by Min Hasmerks, ESO Breton Knight, Traveling Mage Light Armor, Traveling Mage No Breast Physics under Optional Files, Cloaks and Capes, Artesian Cloaks of Skyrim, Infantry Armor, Infantry Armor HDT SMP Patch, Fluted Armor, Fluted Armor HDT SMP Patch, Fluted Armor Patch by X2Do. ESP version is under the Miscellaneous files. Then Sentinel Patch Collection. So download these to your mod manager and double click to install. Once you've installed them, ensure that you check the box to the left of the mod name to enable them. Then we can move them up under the armor separator in your main window. The armor separator will be those who covered the complete guide. Getting these to play nicely together is sadly a pain. However, the work has been taken out of all of this for you and for many tests to work out a functional order, and you will start to appreciate the various armor overhauls as you wander throughout the Skyrim world. Now that is a perfect time for a brew.